So whether the cause of your stress is short term, or is of a frequent occurrence, or is long term, they all have effects to your entire well-being. They all affect your entire well-being. That's one thing you must know. Then for the acute stress, one of the symptoms of acute stress is pupil dilation. Your pupils just dilate, and that happens in a bid to give your eyes more light. Yeah, gives your eyes more light, so that if you want to run from that stressor, you just run with ease. Yeah, or if you want to face it, you'll be able to also face it with ease. And then another symptom of an acute stress is heart rate increases. Your heart rate is going to increase. If you have ever found yourself in a stressful situation, if something startled you, or someone startles you, someone scared you, for any reason, one thing you are going to notice first is you're going to hear your heart begin to pound. That's to tell you that your heart rate increased. You just say, my heart just skipped. And then you find your heart panting, and you just try in a way to relax if it's not something that is going to hurt you. You get it. Then another symptom of an acute stress is increased perspiration. You just sweat unnecessarily, and that is because your body temperature rises when you're stressed, and you begin to just sweat. Excessive sweating. And then there's also fast breathing. Your breath increases, especially at that point where you feel that your heart skipped. Your heart rate will also increase. Your breathing will become heavy and fast, and then you feel anxious also, and that's one of the symptoms. Anxiety steps in. And then there's mood swings. At times you just find yourself either irritable, you get easily irritable, or you might even just slip into a state of depression. And then there's also poor sleep. You struggle to fall asleep. You get, and even when you eventually fall asleep, you also struggle to stay asleep. You just sleep for a short while, and then you find yourself up again. And then for the episodic acute stress, one of the symptoms you feel is muscle tension. If you've been in a stress, let's say in an examination, or maybe or a job interview, especially, at times you find yourself really anxious, that your muscles begin to twitch. You begin to feel a kind of tremor. That is that muscle tension. And then there's that feeling of being overwhelmed. You just feel overwhelmed. You just feel like the world is ending anytime soon. You just feel like everything is against you. That's that feeling of being overwhelmed. And there's that another symptom is uncontrolled anger and irritability. You feel emotional breakdown. You just get easily angry for no reason. And there's another symptom is a migraine. You begin to have serious migraines, serious headaches, especially if you find it difficult to fall asleep. And then one other symptom again of an episodic acute stress is hypertension. If your heart pounds, it's trying to meet up with the blood supply, increase blood supply at that time. And there's definitely definitely a reason, definitely going to be a rise in your blood pressure. You get. And then one thing that I keep saying this: if you don't check your blood pressure, you will not know. It's a lot of persons are stressed and they still think that their blood pressure is still normal. No, you're just moving about with a high blood pressure that they do not know that their blood pressure is not, without knowing that is high. So please, I keep begging you to check your blood pressure often. If you don't check, you will not know that it has risen, especially if you are not having any symptoms at all. And then I want to talk about the chronic stress. One of the symptoms of chronic stress is usually weight gain. A lot of persons cope with stress by eating. They want to feed their emotions, and you see them adding excessive weight. They want to feel happy with food. And then another thing is insomnia, inability to sleep at night. Yeah, find difficult for long term. Those ones happen for a long time, for the chronic stress for a very long time. They stress to sleep. And then there's panic attacks. Panic attacks, like at times you feel like someone is against you, or you get you just get scared. Especially for no reason. You just feel like some kinds of persons are after you or something. Then there's the chronic headache, continuous headache, especially if headaches from migraines, yeah, and also a high blood pressure. And then there's the emotional fatigue. You're just tired. You're just tired. You are not motivated. Nothing interests you anymore, and that is at that stage that you slip into depression. So these are the symptoms of stress, how stress affects our body system. So in my next video, I'm going to also talk about how to cope with stress, what you should do to cope with stress, and when you should seek the help of a therapist if need be. Keep well, guys. Enjoy your day.